Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone's had a good week and is looking forward to a good weekend. I'm sorry I've not done a video in a while. I've not been feeling well the last week. I've been really unwell. I've been in my bed. Like, as you can see, I look so bloody rough. I've still got a blocked nose and a sore throat, but I've got a little green tea here, so I'm just plodding along. But today I wanted to jump on and film because unless you've been living under a rock, you know, Kim Kardashian did an interview with the Kardashians, Chris, Khloe, Kourtney and Kim, done like this businesswoman thing for Variety magazine, which is like a big popular magazine, and they were asked, you know, what Kim's advice would be to people, you know, that are in business or work, and you know, Kim said this. I'm going to post a video above.
I have the best advice for women in business.
Obviously Kim
Get
said,
your fucking ass up and work.
You know, get off your fucking ass and work and blah blah blah, which I understand the context of what she's meaning. Like, if you want to be successful and you want to go anywhere in life and you want to achieve anything in life and be anything in life, then you have to get up, put in the work, put in the effort, put in the time, and grow and invest. And you know, you have to get up, start those early morning starts. You know, you have to study, you have to go to work, make sure you have to put in the work. Which I think it would have been better if she'd said something like that. But what she says comes across really tone deaf, because it's not as easy as that for everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's call a spade a spade. Like, yeah, the Kardashians are billionaires now, but they didn't exactly come from your local scheme. Like, they were valley girls, which in California is like middle class, upper class girls or women. Our dad was a multi-millionaire. He was a business owner. He owned several businesses. He owned a movie business. He was also a very successful lawyer. As everyone knows, he defended the OJ case. You know, so they were already very well off. You know, the Kardashian girls were brought up around the Hiltons, and then she became Paris Hilton's, you know, stylist, and you know, so they grew up with money and around money, and you know, the dad knew people in business, and so did Chris. You know, then Bruce Jenner, he was famous. So you know, they were brought up. Yeah, maybe they wouldn't have had the level of fame and the level of stardom and the level of wealth and the amount of businesses that they have now, that they're billionaires through their show and their many TV appearances and blah blah blah. Yeah, it wouldn't be as big as what it is, because obviously the show and being famous helped. But to be honest, they would have been alright regardless, because their dad had huge trust funds. He left them money. He invested money in their clothing store. Kim Kardashian hung about with the right people. Like, she didn't... I don't think that every opportunity that Kim has now fell in her lap, but she had a good head start, a better head start than most. And people that try and say, oh, that's not the case, are just talking shit. Like, let's be honest, right? Like, if it was local Mary and Joe for your local scheme that went, oh, I'm going to start my own perfume business, my own clothing business, do you think they're going to become multi-billionaires? No, they're not. And let's be honest about that. The reason that all these Kardashian businesses and their business ventures have been successful is because of their name, and because they already won. They already are famous, so they're already well known. They already have a huge fan base and a huge social media presence, and already have so many contacts and connections. That already gives them a massive head start that somebody like me or you don't have. Who do we know that we can go to and ask to invest, or could you do black? Look, we don't. It's not as easy as that for everybody else, and that's where I think our comments were tone deaf. We all didn't come from a millionaire family, a rich family. We hung about with the fucking Hiltons, for God's sake. Not everyone comes for that lifestyle, and it's that easy to get your foot in the door. Sometimes getting your foot in the door is the hardest part. But if you're already wealthy, then you can invest. If you already know people, you can go to them and get them to give you a leg up. Like, it's easier for people like the Kardashians or whatever, and to say that, oh, you know, it's nobody wants to work these days. Like, it's not as easy as that, Kim. It's really not as easy as that. And didn't Courtney, your sister, just want to sit about with all the money and not work and look after her kids? Which is totally alright, but didn't she spend like 3 seasons of keeping up the Kardashians, refusing to work and even film a few scenes? Come on, like, look at home first before you start criticising everybody else. And I get where her comments were coming from, and I get what she meant, and I understand, but she didn't articulate it properly. She didn't explain it right. The way she explained it came across very tone deaf, because let's be honest, Kylie Jenner's lip kit business, very, very successful, but do you think if she wasn't well known, rich and famous, part of the Kardashians, and had a huge following and huge social media following, do you think her Kylie Jenner lip kit would be what it is today? No, it wouldn't have been. She'd started through the bottom, and I mean the very bottom. Nobody knew who she was. She wasn't a Kardashian. Do you think in a year it would have been a multi-millionaire business? There's no fucking way. No way. So anybody that tries to tell themselves it would have been is delusional. Like, there's no, if I was to just decide to start my makeup business, I'm not going to be rich in a year. Because I don't already have my foot in the door. I don't already have that jump start, that head start. I just don't. It takes years and years for a lot of people. And yeah, that's where the work comes in. But for some people, it just never happens. Like, they have it easier than most. And they can say what they want, do what they want. But the reality of it is they did have a head start. They do have it easier than most. Like, let's be real about that. And it's the same with Molly May. Like, her mum was a bit, I don't know, but her dad was like, the house that she grew up in was this big, like, house, right? So, she obviously, her mum and dad were career people, whatever. But if Molly May hadn't went on Love Island, would she be the person she is today? No. She didn't work and then become the creative director and have all these brand deals and all these memberships. No, she didn't. She went on Love Island, got herself famous, then she was able to do these things. It's not as if she worked to be able to do it. She became famous, then was able to do it. And being famous gives you a huge foot in the door, because you're well known, you've got a fan base, you've got people who are going to buy your products, you've got companies who are going to invest in your products, and you've got companies that are going to promote your products, as well as you're going to get paid for promoting them, as well as having fans that buy them. Loyal fan bases that, regardless of what shite you put out, they're going to buy it. That's the difference. It's, so for them to be prancing about like, oh, just work. Nah. Come on, your fame and fortune helped. Let's admit it. You didn't just start like from the bottom and have to like scrape your way up. You went on a show, became famous, so you went from there to like there, and then you went to there. You didn't start there and have to fucking, you know, oh, now hide me, I'm ugly. Sorry, you didn't start at the bottom and have to like climb your way up. You maybe started at the bottom, but becoming famous, you jumped a few steps up, and that opened many opportunities. So as much as I understand what they're getting at and what they mean and etc, it's very tone deaf, because it's not as easy for everyday people to get that far ahead that quickly and to have those opportunities fall on their lap, which these celebrities' opportunities do fall on their laps, because they become famous and then they start getting offered brand deals and promotions and, you know, creative director and head of brand and designer. But they only get that because of their name. If they didn't have that, they weren't famous, it wouldn't happen that quickly, that easier for them. Not saying it wouldn't happen at all, because it would, because as I said, if you work hard enough and you work, you can get there. But these people sometimes became famous overnight and celebrities overnight and rich overnight, and it certainly helped a lot. So let's be honest about that. I love Kim. I think she's a hustler. I'm in no way coming for Kim Kardashian. I love Kim. She is business savvy. She is intelligent. She is that bitch. You know, like, she's that girl. But being who her dad was and the family she came from, and getting with Kanye West and a reality show propelling her and her family into stardom, has really benefited and helped them with their businesses and their wealth and their money. Let's be honest about that. They didn't work and then became billionaires. Like, they had a lot of opportunities and a lot of, you know, advantages and a lot of doors open for them that me or you and normal other people wouldn't have. So that's the truth about the situation. And anybody that says different, well, eat my ass. Can't be arsed anymore, so I'm going to stop filming because I'm really unwell. And anyway, yeah, stay gorgeous.